Hi there, and welcome to another edition here on Busternet. On this episode, we're going to return to basics. Okay, so what do I mean by back to basics? When I'm talking about back to basics, I'm looking at core attributes in your site. Now, I've been using a lot of different tactics, and this can be confusing for people who want to watch the show. It doesn't mean that the way I play doesn't shouldn't be the way everybody should be playing, because it's crazy if you want to change tactics every single game, because then you're gonna have a headache. You're gonna have to do a lot of stuff in the game. You're gonna have to research the team, and that just makes no sense. Okay, because we want to enjoy the game, don't we? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start using one tactic now for a season, maybe two if I need to, but my one tactic in this particular case is a 4-3-1-2, because we have the players to play a 4-3-1-2. So we are going to use a 4-3-1-2 now, and we're going to try and exploit the strengths of my players and make up for some of the weaknesses. The first thing I do whenever I go to any squad or any team is I do a detailed look at the squad, and there are three attributes that I focus on immediately: determination, work rate, and bravery. These are the three. A player needs a good dose of determination. He also needs to be brave under pressure when certain challenges are made, and he also needs to have very good work rate. So my team, I need them to be working like 90 minutes in a game, so work rate is very important. I need them to be able to come back from a one goal deficit, which is always the case, and therefore determination is very important. I need bravery. I need my players willing to go in for the challenge, willing to slide in for a challenge. Now, bravery isn't something that you'll find in abundance, and I settle for at least them not being less than 10. And if they are less than 10, then I have to, make a decision if bravery is not necessary. Like in certain cases, you may not need a striker to have bravery, but it'd be good if he had some bravery. But if he doesn't have any bravery, it's not the end of the world. So we have a team now. We're looking at our team, and I'm looking at my three players in the middle. So for my three central defenders, sorry, rather my three central midfielders, I have to decide which of these central midfielders has what it takes. So when I'm going through my tree in the middle, the first thing I look for is determination and work rate. So if I look at determination, I know Jack Finch is gonna have to be playing. Then I've got work rate. Then I've got a few other players here I can look at. Anthony Dick Steele has got very good work rate, and Stephen Hewitt has got very good work rate and determination. Now I'm looking at bravery, and when I'm looking at bravery, I noticed that we got Dick Steele and Hewitt. They are willing to go into a challenge along with Mr. Jack Finch. That decides their core attributes. Now I'm looking at players, then I look at other stuff like concentration, then I look at positioning, because I need these fellas to be able to zip in here, zip in there, and do the nasty. And they have to be able to tackle. So they've got 11, 11, 13. So this group is not so bad. Finch, Dick Steele, Hewitt again. And however, I also require the services of Mr. Joe Hanks. Joe Hanks, well, he is the player I look at to unlock sites. He has composure, he's got passing, and he's got a decent amount of off the ball and concentration. He's basically decent enough to play in that position, and he's developing, and he's going to join me in the Premiership. So we want his growth. We don't want his growth to be impeded. The other alternative position that I can play Joe Hanks in is probably in the AMC position, because we've got another player. I'm actually using an Italian on loan from Preston to play in that position. However, with the season coming and me needing to secure more points, I may not be looking at Rovini to play in that position. So I'm going to put Dick Steele here, and Joe Hanks, I'll push him up here. So here we go. We got Dick Steele playing here, and Rovini will be on the bench for this match. Now this is a surprising decision from me, because if I'm looking at my team at the moment, Rovini has got quite a few assists. He's got 6 assists and 6 goals. Ipswich Town, well, I'm going to have to show them some respect. I'm going to try and stick to a 4-3-1-2 as far as possible, and our tactics are pretty straightforward. The 4-3-1-2 doesn't use anything different from all my other systems. We still have the combination up front, and I'm thinking of doing certain different things as we go on. We have some players on loan here. I've got Zanier on loan, so I'm gonna try and put him on instead of McCallum for this match. I'm gonna Zanier is okay in some of the matches, but we're gonna give him a shot against this team. And we got at the back, we got Baldy, Haviland, Arthurbury, Flanagan, Dick Steele, Finch, and Hewitt. We've gone for hard work and determination in the middle of the park. Hanks, there's a part of me that says I'd rather have Hanks here. Rovini will move into the attacking playmaker position right in the middle. So we got Zania, Bone, Hanks, Finch, Hewitt, Kennedy, De Havilland, Artillery, and Flanagan. So this is the team that's going to head out for this match against Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town playing a 4-3-3. I'm a bit worried about the 4-3-3 because there are three of their players that are going to be coming at us. So maybe what we want to do is we want to keep Kennedy on as a defend duty and him as a fullback on support. Alright, so let's start the match. Okay, Rovini with the ball. Plays with Arthurbury to Hewitt. Now to Rovini again. Back to Bone. Bone. Oh, he's robbed by the Ipswich Town players who swarmed around him, which gives me an idea. We're gonna go white. Flanagan with the throw to Bone. Bone into space for Zanier, but he could not do anything with that. But De Havilland puts it back into the dangerous area in the box. Driver now. Now I want to see whether or not it's worth me using man marking on my fullbacks. The thought had crossed my mind. Flanagan into Rovini. Rovini plays it to Bone. Bone gets into the box, shoots. It's an easy save for the keeper to make. All right. I've been thinking about using man marking on those three. One of those at least two of those center forwards. I just don't know which guy to pick at the moment because trying man marking on all three of them might be one idea, but it's a lot of work. Bone with a shot. Okay. My concern is the backline at the moment. That's all. We have another corner to be taken by Rovini. Rovini puts it into the box. Kane rising up. Zanier, the lone player from Italy, plays it back to Rovini. Rovini now, he's offside. Goal kick, Kato to take it. Long it goes. Bone can't get to it. Hewitt now, what can he do? He plays it to Bone once more. Bone looks to support. There are players he can pass the ball to. He chooses Hewitt. Hewitt back to Rovini. Rovini finds Finch. Finch will get it to Hanks. Hanks will thread this to Zanier, but the defenders read that quickly. And Arthurbury, oh, this is not good. They finally been able to get the ball Ipswich down. Driver, he's got players on him. They play wide to Kane. Kane now to Clayton, back to Sears. This looks dangerous. Their very first attack, they have gone through all the transitions very easily, right near our half with the fullbacks in support, and it's going to be a goal. Oh man. Okay, all right, boys. We're going overload structured. If we lose this match, at least we went down fighting like demons. Let's go. Rovini. Yes, actually, obviously doesn't look like he has got a lot of good first touch, does he? Kato out to Bone. Bone now to Hewitt. Hewitt can't win the ball. Reed wins the ball. Plays it back to Sabalos. Sabalos gets it to Dozel. Dozel, well, Rovini, he, oh, the second ball is definitely not ours. Driver shoots at Kato. 20 minutes on the clock. Still, Gloucester don't look like they're coming out. They have decided to play today. Kane with the throw. De Havilland reads that. Zanier picks that up. Dozel. The one thing that doesn't go for Zanier is got very low bravery, and that's the one thing I'm worried about. He's not gonna go into. He's not gonna challenge for balls, so we're taking Zanier off, putting on Mikko Virtanen, who has low determination. Okay, I think we can consign ourselves to another goal now. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Sooner or later, we will concede another goal. Kennedy with the throw into Rovini, Vertonghen, Hanks, and Hanks gets the equalizer for Gloucester City. All right, I'll take it. Throw in. We haven't been very good, and I haven't brought McCallum with us today, which could be a big mistake. Kato, all the way he goes. Bone rising up. Flanagan wins the header. Bone first, well, does really well. Finds Hewitt. Hewitt plays it to Hanks. Hanks can't do much. Kennedy into space for Hanks. Hanks, what can he do? And it's a second goal from Rovini. Oh, that was sweet. Counter press it into a goal. Very nicely done by the boys. Kennedy, what a cross for Hanks. He took it down really well and played a pass right into the path of Rovini, who made no mistake from there. So it's now 2-1. Corner, Rovini. De Havilland rising up. Hanks there. And it's 3-1. All right. Let's drop it down to control. The boys have have really risen to the risk. They have managed to pull in 2 more goals. It's now 3-1. And what a turnaround from going a goal down. Kane to Driver. Okay, what we're gonna do now is slightly different. This is when I want to change the game around. Fullback on defense. You man mark. I think it's Driver, right? And you man mark. Um, Sabalos. Your passing will now be more direct, and your passing as well will be more direct. Okay, here we go. Clayton plays it to Reed. Reed out to Kane. Crosses it. Driver makes it 3-2. This is a game. Gloucester 3, Ipswich 2. Oh boy. We have a lot of football to be played. Ipswich with a free kick. Dozell into the box. Arthur clears the ball. Sears now. Back to Dozell. To Clayton. Guy Driver makes it 3-3. The man marking did not work. Oh, Gloucester. They've given up their 2 goal lead. Ipswich are back in it. Kennedy, we're going to go back to overload now. To Finch. Kennedy, what can he do? He turns one way and another, gets it to Rovini. Rovini finds it, tries to play to Vertonghen, and the defenders have done well. De Havilland back to Kato. Kato boots it up for Bone, and Rovini wins that. Finch back to Rovini, but Rovini's first touch let him down. Sears with the ball to Sabalo. Sabalo shoots, and it's 4-3. Unbelievables. Ipswich Town, who were 3-1 down, have turned it around in the first half to lead Gloucester City 4-3. That was I think I screwed up on the man marking, man. That was a big mistake. I thought the man marking would have worked. I don't really normally use man marking, but we have given up a 3 goal lead. We've given up a 2 goal lead. Driver to Dozell, back to Kane. Artillery, back to Hanks, and Kennedy. What can he do? Plays it out to Vertonghen. Vertonghen holds it up for Rovini. Rovini looks around, finds Kennedy. This game is still wide open, that's for sure. Bone to Hewitt. Hewitt back to Finch. To Rovini. To Hanks. Hanks to Miko. Vertonghen. Vertonghen plays it back to Kennedy. Kennedy now to Finch. Finch to Rovini. Rovini into space of Bone. Bone shoots, and it's 4-4. Gloucester 4, Ipswich 4. I don't believe it. This is an epic match. This game does not want to go away. Unbelievable. Finch to Rovini. Rovini into the path of Macaulay Bone. Oh, the keeper did poorly. Allowed us to score from the near post. We've had 7 shots on target from 8 attempts. Okay, there's still a lot of football to be played, and the boys are playing on overload. Easy to Sears, back to Easy. Easy drops it for Driver. Oh, the header goes across the face of goal. De Havilland goes back to pick it up. Finds Rovini. Rovini, he has. Oh dear Lord, I saw that the possibilities. Miko in the box. Webster clears. This is a race. Driver now. Okay, this is bad. Sears, this looks like a transition that they're gonna score a goal from. Yeah, they're gonna score. Kane, he's gonna bomb down the flanks. He's gonna drop in across for Sears, and Sears will put into the back of the net. It's 5-4. There's 9 goals in this match. This will be one of those epic matches in the championship. It's just end-to-end action from one end of the pitch to the other end of the pitch. Sears, Arthur Worry, Hewitt gets to this. He races off, plays it into space for Bone. Bone, he's trying to get inside the box. He shoots, and the keeper makes a sensational save. We could have seen 5-5. It's a corner now. Rovini with the corner. What can the boys do? The keeper makes it his own. If you're wondering if you're on comprehensive highlights or extended highlights, we are actually on key highlights at the moment. So lots of things happening in this game on key highlights. Clayton out wide, Arthur Worry to Dozel. Dozel to Reed. The shot is blocked. Rovini to Bone. Bone looks around, finds Finch. Finch into space or Miko, but Miko doesn't have the space. Holden just outran him. Big boot up now. This will be the defenders. Arthur Worry, Rovini hits it down. Bone can't get to it. Finch wins the ball into space for Bone. Bone is off again. Bone shoots and it skims the post. Here we go. Keeper, long boot there. Arthur Worry rising up. Rovini back in it. Rovini looks up for Kennedy. Kennedy looks for space. Miko is out wide. What can he do? Can he drill across? He does. It's misses Bone's head. Hanks shoots. He rocks the upright. Oh my lord. I can't believe this game is 4-5. We should have leveled this game, but look at Jake Flanagan in 6.0. He's so bad at the moment. We'll have to take Flanny off. Flanny is having a horrible game. We'll have to bring on the speedy Steven Sessegnon. Gloucester 4, Ipswich 5. Could this be it? I think so. There's not much left in this game. And Holden to Downing. And that's it. That's it. Gloucester have lost to Ipswich 4-5. My word. And we've had Joe Hanks with a 9.2. Have you ever lost a match by this margin and seen a couple of 9s in your team? We have a 9.2 here. Oh, dear Lord. Look at the teams. Ipswich Town, their strike force had a phenomenal game. 8.8, 9.08. I couldn't keep out their 3-man strike force today. We did a good job, but Gloucester lost to Ipswich 4-5. Well, that's a great result for Ipswich. 4-5. I don't believe it. Man. And I am really pissed off. Because it just, we after beating QPR, now we've lost, we've conceded 8 goals in 2 matches. I can't. Ouch. This is bad. We have to turn things around. We really need to turn things around. Can we turn it around against Swindon, Brentford and Portsmouth? Well, I think the next live match will have to be Swindon. We have to see how we do. Because this has been 2 defeats in a row. Can we actually turn things around? Or will we be facing a drop? Will we give up where we were? Fuck, I talk too much. Well, that defeat to Ipswich Town allows Ipswich to come within touching distance of the playoff spots. We are still in second spot with 2 games in hand and 49 points. We should be safe from relegation. Now it's a question of how high up the table we finish, but that was a shocking 4-5 match. Man, don't ask me. I had no idea what I did. I think I probably screwed things up against a 4-3-3, which I find a 4-3-1-2 doesn't really play well against the 4-3-3. They had 3 strikers who paid, we We paid the price. We didn't play very well, and they just hammered us. Joe Hanks, he played really well. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the deed against Ipswich Town. They finally have beaten us 4-5 in an absolute classic. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Gloucester City Diaries. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Gloucester City Diaries. We didn't win the match, but we had 9 goals for you to watch. So if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can always look me up on Twitter at Busternet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I'd like to thank my patrons for asking me to do this LLM safe. And if you want to find out more about how you can join our Discord community or become a patron on my channel, then visit www.patron.com/Busternet. Until I catch up with you guys take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.